something to drink?
I'm okay.
Okay, we go. They keep jail cold. Are you cold? You okay?
I'm alright. It's a little chilly in here.
It is chilly. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
Grab mine.
Hey, Ben, how you doing, right?
Good.
Brian Ferrer. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming down.
Absolutely.
Detective Moffitt should be around somewhere.
Yeah, he just went to grab something else, I think.
Todd! He went to get his recorder, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. Are you doing okay?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
had a rough couple of days.
I'm sure.
Took some time off of work.
How did you find out?
Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. I saw her parents posted a big thing. My brother called me as soon as he saw it and let me know what was going on. But yeah, I mean,
Do you want to sit here? You okay?
No, you're okay.
I wasn't sure what was going on. I mean, I've been friends with her for a very long time, and
Since high school, right?
yeah, we dated my freshman and sophomore year of college, so we were pretty close for a long time, and then we split up, and then we've been hanging out a lot recently since we both lived in town, and there'd been nights where she would stop texting me or vice versa, and one of us went to sleep, but never like this. So.
Yeah, I won't ask you too much until we go. He'll record it. This way you don't have to repeat yourself too many times.
Sure.
I'm sorry that you found out that way. That's not the way you want to find out,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Did you know her parents and stuff?
Yeah, I'd met her parents back when we were dating.
Never mind, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just talking. I'm just waiting for you.
So yeah, I mean, I've been over to her house plenty of times back when we were dating, but it'd been quite a few years since I'd seen her parents, so.
You're a big drum guy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
How'd you know that?
Come on, we know everything about you guys. Come
Okay.
on. Yeah. No, I saw your Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah, so, because, one of the things we do in these cases, we'll check the victim's social media. So I saw Facebook, and somehow or other somebody had said that you were, because we asked about who she was dating and stuff, and they mentioned your name from way back in the day.
Yeah.
Nothing bad, trust me.
Yeah.
But, so I looked, I saw, yeah, are you a Gator?
Oh, yeah.
And so she was a Gator too, right?
Yeah, we went to school at the same time.
He's a Gator too. He's
Okay.
gonna like you.
Yeah.
So you played drums.
Yeah, I was on the drum line there for a couple of years.
It's pretty hard, right? I mean, the drum line there,
Yeah, it's not that easy.
They do all the hazing and stuff up there, and the
They did.
The initiation
they cut
stuff?
it off because it was getting, people were starting to report and all that. And so.
that's part of I'm kind of torn on that, because you don't seem
Yeah.
to get hurt, but that's like part of
Right.
when you look back and you go, I made it through all that,
Mhm.
it makes it special.
Right.
It's not just anybody, But are you still playing instruments and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I play drums every so often. I've been making more music kind of on my computer and stuff lately.
That's a big thing now, isn't it?
Yeah.
The music on the computers, man, so. I like, it's like, not really like techno kind of stuff, but what do they call it, down tempo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started listening to that,
All kinds of good stuff out there. Man. Music is changing.
Somewhat hip hop.
I try. Well, I like that. I like 07. Did you ever listen to them? 07.
Yeah.
This movie Garden State's Zach Brent,
Sure.
but he had a couple good songs in that
Yeah,
soundtrack.
that's a great soundtrack.
Yeah. So you'll know if you hear it, you'll know which one it is. So,
I'll check it out.
but
Beef.
we really are sorry that you're going through all this.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I hope we can figure out what happened.
So are we.
Ben, you have your ID with you?
Yes. I made sure to bring it.
All right.
Also helps to have it when you're driving.
You'd be
Who
surprised.
pulled you over? You got pulled over the other day, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
They gave you a ticket too, didn't they?
Mhm.
Give you a criminal citation?
I don't think so.
You have to go to court or no?
No.
Where was it at? Was it Orange County? Orange County?
No, it was Seminole. I was over in Altamont Springs.
So you were just wanting to get home, huh?
Yep.
can't believe I wrote you a ticket.
I mean, it happens, I guess. It's 4:30 in the morning, and
I remember last time I wrote a ticket. Do you remember last time you wrote a ticket?
17 years ago.
I didn't write tickets when I was in uniform either.
no.
Ben, is this your correct name? No.
No.
You said 851 Simmons, right?
Simons, yeah.
Simons.
Mm-hmm.
Simon.
S-I-M-M?
S-Y-M-O-N.
Yes.
D-S.
Simmons Avenue. What a park.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice side of Orlando. 32789. And what's your phone number, Ben? Okay. What do you work at?
I work at Apple at the Altamont Mall.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Are you a genius?
Man, you guys stay busy.
Yeah, we do, man. It's been real busy lately, too. You got the new iPhones that just came out and all that.
The 6S and 6 Plus.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do for a locked iPad?
What do you mean?
You-
Depends on how it's locked.
Her code?
No, I don't.
No.
No, I wish. Because there's not much you can do to get past that. You're talking about the 4 digits?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have to erase it. That's the only way past that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Altamont Spring. What's your name? This is your cell number, so that's good.
Yeah, I don't have a home phone.
I don't think anyone has home. You have a home phone?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my wife insists on it.
Mine too.
I don't know why, but she does.
Ben, you're not married, so you don't have to worry about that. Someone insisting on things that you really don't need.
R-O-B-U-C-K.
It's Gator, you know.
All right. Okay. I like you even more now. I like you even more. The Gators. What years were you?
I was there 2006 to 2010.
Oh my Lord! It shows you how old I am. I don't even want to tell you when I was there. Nah. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good school.
Where'd you stay at?
I stayed in Broward my first year.
Broward? Oh, okay. And you moved off campus?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my parents had a house they bought up there for my older brother, so I moved into that and roommates and all that.
Okay.
Boy, that must have been rough.
Yeah, that was tough. It was
Yeah,
tough.
poor you.
Yeah.
Altamont must be nice. Whew. Nah, I mean, look at Apple. Y'all hiring?
Always. Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I guess you have to have some computer skills. Well, I'm out.
Turn it on, turn it off.
Yeah, I can turn it on, turn it off. That much I can do. Okay, let's. Any question before I go on? It's going to be a statement from Benjamin Robuck, white male, date of birth 12/12/87. I'm Detective Monfort. I'm taking a statement. Statement taken here at the Orlando Police Department when interview room number 7. Also present is Detective Brian Ferrero. Today's date is October 20th, 2015. The case number is 2015-428-101. This statement will begin at 6:29 p.m. Ben, could you raise your right hand?
Absolutely.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this case will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For the record, could you state your complete name?
Benjamin Aaron Robuck.
Okay. Ben, let me show you this picture. Do you know who this is?
Yes, I do.
Who is that person? How do you know?
We went to high school together. We were boyfriend and girlfriend for a couple of years back in college, and still friends and acquaintances up until she died, passed away.
Okay. And you guys used to date?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is your relationship? Well, I know she's deceased, but what was your relationship prior to her death?
Yeah, I mean, we'd hang out every so often. We'd meet up, downtown somewhere and hang out and grab a drink. She'd come over sometimes. If I was having a tough day, she'd give me some advice, and we'd hang out and talk. And so we were close friends. She was there to support me when I needed it, and vice versa. So, yeah.
When was the last time you've seen her?
I saw her Thursday night. We went out downtown.
Okay. Where did you guys go?
I want to say it was Sly Fox. That's our usual bar that we go to.
Was it just you two?
Yeah, we were there, and my friend Alan was there as well, one of my best friends. So a lot of us like to go out to that bar, and you know, I always text Sasha because see what she's up to, and she's usually finding something to do. So I always invite her and see if she's willing. So.
Okay.
What's the name of the bar?
Sly Fox.
That's downtown?
Mm-hmm.
And that was Thursday night.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I know it was sometime in that week, so it was either Thursday or Tuesday. I didn't go on Wednesday.
Could it have been Friday?
No.
Okay. And you haven't seen her since Thursday night?
Correct.
Okay. When's the last time you spoke to her?
I received a message from her at 5:12 a.m. on Saturday morning. That was are you talking about on the phone or via text message or anything?
On the phone or text message?
Yeah, text message. The last kind of back and forth we had was around 1 in the morning, but I got a message from her at 5:12 a.m. Just said my name, and then I responded about 16 minutes later, and I never heard back from her after that.
Okay. And that was Saturday morning?
Mm-hmm.
Were there a series of texts?
Yes.
Okay. And when did that start?
Well, it started, late Friday night, early Saturday morning, around, midnight, 1 o'clock hour, somewhere around there.
Who texts to first?
I want to say she texted me first.
Okay.
So she texted you late Friday night?
I could pull them up if that'd make it easier.
Yes, please.
Let's see. So, yeah. I texted her at 12:44 a.m. saying hello. And she said I should come to meet her at Sidebar, which is one of her favorite bars over on, I think it's actually off Central and in Orange. She said to come to Sidebar now, and I said to come hang out over where I was. I was at a house with some friends, and then she said where. I gave her the address, and she said I'm at Sidebar. I said just come after. I'll pay for your Uber. Just come on over, let me know. And then she said Ben, and I said Sasha, you okay? And she said, yes, of course, and that was right around 1 o'clock. And I said, okay, we should come hang out whenever you're ready. And then that was the last I heard from her until 5:12 a.m.
Okay. Now you're looking at your cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if we take a look at it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. If you pull from right to left,
Yeah, it shows the times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the beginning of it is right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So 12:44 about is where you say, hey.
Yeah.
And then she says, come to Sidebar. Were you guys talking, was this the same night talking up here?
No, that was the day, I guess it was earlier that day, probably.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just come hang out in a bit with some cool people right by downtown. She says where? So you give her the address.
Mm-hmm. She said
Sidebar. Just come after him. What's? I'm sorry, LMK. What's that?
Oh,
let me know. Okay. I get them quick. You know. So she says. So that's at 12:53, and she says Ben.
Why did you ask if she was okay?
Just because, she said my name and just my name, and that's not typical for her to just say Ben. Like, I want to make, and it's late, maybe she's been drinking, want to make sure if she needs a ride or something, I can, get her home safely if I can, but I checked on her just because it's what we do for each other.
Now, here we go into, like, instead of the iMessage thing.
Yeah.
And you work for Apple, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that there's somebody's not on Wi-Fi or something like that.
Right,
What does that mean when it turns green?
So when you're going iPhone to iPhone to iPad, is something called iMessage. You're basically going to be, if you're over Wi-Fi, if you're over a cellular connection, it'll be the blue color text messages. When it goes to green, it means one person has either kind of lost their reception, no longer on Wi-Fi, or they're unable to send the message through iMessage. So it's just sending it as a text message over the cellular carrier.
Okay. So for some reason, really, you hear,
Yeah.
you're sending messages to her and you're not getting anything.
Correct. I'm not sure if she's getting it or not.
So does that mean that your phone is lost
It could
Wi-Fi?
be either or.
Either or.
It doesn't necessarily show that it's my phone or her
So
phone.
something happened with the phone.
And then again,
So that's about half an hour later almost. And then at 5:12 is when you get Ben.
and then I wasn't by my phone at that time, but I saw it and responded 15 minutes later and never heard.
What's PSF?
PSF was a nickname I had for a long time ago.
Okay, okay. So that's basically you're referring to her.
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
Princess Stickyfoot.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just like I said, a nickname
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Why did you tell her to check your Snapchat?
Oh, I sent her a picture. And,
Picture?
Yeah.
Okay, understood. Okay, so then you're asking if she's sleeping and you...
Yeah, that one was a hard one for me to swallow after I found out.
You ask her, are you alive? And me and Nick takes is sleeping, then PSF,
Yeah.
and then
Princess Stickyfoot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, it's the
did we
same...
die last night?
Yeah. So I know that's a little kind of
No, I understand. Obviously you're not thinking what happened,
Yeah,
so,
not
no,
even remotely.
yeah.
and that's basically just did you get too drunk last night? Passed out.
Okay.
But as they continued to get green, that's when I got worried, and I had one of her friends had reached out to me and was kind of worried about them as well.
Which one?
His name is Anthony, and I'd spoken with Katie as well, another one of her co-workers. But yeah, he messaged me on Facebook, and I said no, I hadn't heard from her. Last I heard was 5 in the morning, and hadn't heard anything since. So I guess one of them was the ones to kind of call it in. But
Okay.
So from 7:40, you sent a message at 7:44, and then the next message is at 6:04.
yeah,
Was that? How come the long amount of time?
I mean, if she's not responding, I give her time to maybe she's doing something, she's busy or whatever. I give her some time to do that.
I understand. Okay.
During the course of text messages, were there any phone calls?
I may have tried to call her. I can check my call.
Do you mind?
Yeah, not a problem.
Let's see.
Saturday. Let's see. This one was... Yeah, I called her at 5:27. After I got that text message, I called her. She didn't respond, and that's where I asked to call me.
When you called her, did it ring or did it go right to voicemail?
Man, I'm trying to remember. This was 5:30 in the morning.
I understand.
I want to say it rang, but like I said, I didn't get a response or anything.
You called her. It was at 5:27.
Yeah, it was a 32-second call, so it must have rang for me to be on the phone for that long, and went to voicemail.
So it wasn't on. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead. Fire away.
It's nice that you work for Apple. It helps us a little bit. The new iOS 9, I guess, has that. Remember, Find My iPhone. Now there was another addition to that, or something. It was like Find My Friends or something like that.
Yeah, it's just a new app that came out. I mean, the app had been around, but it was now something that Apple required you to have on your phone.
Okay.
Whereas before it was kind of an option.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a new part of iOS.
How did that work?
It's basically just a way for allowing to share your location with someone. So you can request or send someone an invite to share your location, and then you can kind of see.
So they have to agree, and you have to agree that this
Correct.
person can know where you're at.
Correct.
And did you know, was she doing that with anybody?
No. I mean, she would do that with me from time to time.
Okay.
If she was at a bar and she wanted me to meet up, she would share her location with me. But no, I didn't know. If she
Not
was,
all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. If that stopped working, is that something that you can turn off and turn on?
Like you can turn off what's called like your location services, which is kind of your GPS locator. It'll kind of help send that signal out. That's really the only thing I know that you can kind of turn off and turn back on in that kind of sense.
Okay. So if I have that, I just want to make sure I understand. If I have that, Find My Friends on there, and I'm sharing that with say 2 or 3 other people, and that stops working at a certain time, is that indicative of the phone being turned off, or is that indicative of like me turning off my location services?
It could be either.
Either.
So yeah, if the phone powers off, it's going to stop communicating. If the location services are turned off, it's going to stop communicating. So, or if it loses, cell reception, it has no communication with any kind of Wi-Fi or cell tower, then it's the same kind of thing. So.
I understand. Okay. Thank you.
When's the last time you actually spoke to her on the phone?
It was probably that night that we went out together. We probably, talked just to, meet up, and so probably, Tuesday or Thursday, whichever day that was.
And that was Thursday.
Yeah.
So Friday, you never spoke to her on the phone.
Mm-mm.
So it's just text. Okay. When's the last time have you ever been to her apartment? When's the last time you were there?
It was probably inside the apartment.
Inside the apartment.
Probably a couple months ago at this point, maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Okay.
Why do you say inside?
Because, I picked her up, when we were going out somewhere or something like that, I'd pick her up and take her out, but never, I haven't been inside, like I said, in a while.
She was kind of a private person, like with her apartment. It didn't seem like very many people went there.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I honestly didn't ask too much about, her personal life because we weren't dating. So
Okay.
it wasn't a ton of my business what she was doing in her personal time. But yeah, she didn't bring a ton of people over to her apartment, I guess.
Did she have other boyfriends?
I know there was other guys she was talking to. Are you talking about, like, in general? Because, I know she dated other people since we broke up, in Gainesville and then back here as well. But, her and I were still kind of talking and seeing, we hit it off sometimes, but I don't really know of any other boyfriends that she was talking to at the time.
Is that something she would discuss with you?
She had told me about one other guy that, had been in AEPI. The reason she brought it up is we were both Jewish, and so she kind of compared us sometimes, but she said that they had kind of broken things off at some point, and I guess he had stopped treating her. He told her that she stopped bringing value to the relationship or something like that, which was pretty harsh, and she did not take that very well, so she kind of cut it off from there. But yeah, that's the only other guy I know of because she didn't really share that kind of stuff with me as much.
Do you know who that was?
I don't remember his name. I want to say it was like an Alex or Adam or something.
How long ago it was?
It was probably a couple months ago. Yeah, maybe a month and a half ago. It's hard to kind of remember because
I know, and it's probably not stuff that you wanted to hear.
Yeah, I was open to it. I had a very good relationship after we had broken up. Kind of taking some time apart. We were still pretty close and able to kind of share that stuff, and we were open with whatever was going on. So.
No, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you this. Was the relationship sexual?
It had gotten that way. Like I said, probably about a month. That was the time that I went into her apartment. That was what happened. So, but it didn't really happen very frequently. We kind of kept things platonic for the most part. But sometimes things can get hot and heavy. So.
So was that the last time you guys had sex?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was like 2 months ago
Yeah.
at her apartment. Okay. And you found out she was deceased from friends?
I found out on Facebook. Yeah, my older brother called me. I was actually on the way to a wedding, and he called me. And I could tell by the tone of his voice something was happening, and he asked if I'd been on Facebook lately. I said no. I knew that people were still kind of looking. But I didn't expect anything, and he said that his mom had posted, letting everybody know what was going on. So I had my friend while I was driving. He got on my phone and checked out Facebook and kind of read the whole thing to me. So yeah, it was tough.
Did you have plans to meet that Friday night, Saturday morning?
We didn't have plans to meet. Like I said, we were texting to possibly meet up. I was maybe going to go see her at Sidebar, or she was going to come to the house where I was at, but we hadn't planned on hanging out, really. We were talking about meeting up Saturday night to watch the Florida game, to watch Florida LSU, but that was the only plans we really had.
Okay. So, I know you were in downtown Orlando Friday night.
Yeah.
Okay. What time did you leave downtown?
Well, I was at a house the whole time. I didn't.
At the house. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really go to a bar or anything. I was at my friend's house in downtown.
Okay. Who's that friend?
His name is Evan Trombitas. I know also.
Evan Trombitas?
Trombitas. Trombitas.
Trombitas.
Trombitas, like trombone, but
Okay.
Trombitas.
And the address of his house is on your phone, right? That was the address you sent?
Mm-hmm.
Can you give it? Do you mind just giving it to us one more time?
Sure. Where is it? It is 1410 Washington Avenue, 32801.
Is it East or West Washington Avenue?
I don't honestly know. I can find out for you. It's kind of by the college, like Thornton Park area, College Park area, or no, Thornton Park area.
Okay, so that's going to be East Washington.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys, you were that entire all night long?
Mm-hmm.
You never left?
Nope, I was there all night.
What about Evan?
He was there as well.
Just you two?
It was me, Evan, my friend Alan, and our friend Nate. We were all there together.
Did they stay all night also?
Mm-hmm.
Alan, what is Alan's last name?
Kedrierski, that was a tough one. Kedrierski.
And your last friend?
Nate?
Nate.
To be honest, I don't know his last name.
Okay. Do you have those guys' phone number?
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind looking it up?
No, I do not. Alright, let's go. Alan's is let's see. And then so Nate was a mutual friend of Alan and mine, and then Evan was one of Nate's boyfriends. Nate's number I don't have Evan's at the moment. Nate's is
2649.
But he's boyfriends with Evan.
He was a boyfriend of Evan for a while, yeah.
So if we need to get a hold of Evan too, we can get a hold of Nate.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they didn't really know well at all. Actually, I don't think they've ever met.
Okay. Detective Ferreira.
Not to pry, but why did you and I know it was a while back, but why did you and break up?
We were both real young. She was my first girlfriend, really, and I kind of wanted to see what was out there. And,
sure.
Yeah, kind of just do my own thing, and so I did, and then she did the same.
So you broke up to see other girls, basically?
Basically. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did she take that?
She wasn't very happy with it, to be honest. You know, it's tough. But she understood. She was happy with me for being honest. That's how I felt. So she never forgot that. But yeah, she didn't take it very well at first.
And now you guys were with you guys hanging out and everything. Were you trying to rekindle the romance, or
no? Like I said, we were just more friends than anything, because we'd always been really close
sure.
in terms of friendship. So. We were just always there to kind of support each other when we needed it. You know, if she needed a ride, she'd call me, vice versa, that kind of stuff. So, and you know, advice if you're having a tough day or whatever it is. So, it was mostly just to stay friends, because, like I said, we were close and kind of had that same kind of mindset and understood each other. So.
Again, we wouldn't be doing our job if we didn't ask. We have to ask our questions.
Absolutely.
Did you go to her apartment? Late, or her apartment building inside late Friday night, early Saturday morning at all?
No.
Okay. So we watched the cameras. We're not going to see you entering that building at all?
Correct.
Okay. You had your phone with you all night?
Yeah.
Your phone won't show you at that building at all?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
That's it. The last thing being that I'm asking, that we're asking all the guys who we're interviewing who knew.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any problem giving us a buccal swab?
I'm sorry?
A buccal swab?
What's that?
It's like a DNA swab of your inside of your mouth.
Yeah, no, not a problem.
Okay.
I'm just happy to help in any way I can.
We appreciate that.
We do appreciate it.
And you, just for the record, you called us, did you not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I saw a couple articles, you know, in the paper and all that, or not in the paper, on you know, the Orlando Sentinel or whatever, folks that were, you know, this is what's happening, this is what they're investigating, if you've heard from her after this point in time, and like I said, I had that message from
Sure.
512, so I wanted to see if there's anything that could help in any way, so.
Thank you so much, Ben.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this, Ben. You work for Apple.
Mm-hmm.
So she can text you with her phone,
Mm-hmm.
and she can also text you with her iPad.
Mm-hmm.
So if she didn't have her phone, someone else could have been texting you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
she
possible. Yeah.
And is your number programmed into her phone? Probably
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Ben, I really do appreciate you coming down here to assist us with this investigation. Is there anything else you can add? Something that we may have forgotten to ask you?
Not that I can think of. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have more to give you guys.
Yeah, if you have anything else, make sure you contact us. Okay.
I definitely will. Yeah, I have your numbers, so I'll keep it handy.
This statement went in at 6:51 p.m. Okay. What I want to do, Ben, just get a quick buccal swab, then that'll be that. I'll give you my card, and you can call and try to keep people, well, obviously it's an investigation. It's a homicide investigation, so I'm kind of limited of what I can share, but I don't mind her friends calling me. And
I appreciate
because
that.
I can tell you guys were close. And
Yeah.
And she had other friends too, and all of her other friends have stepped up and come down here,
Sure.
came to the scene, so I can
Yeah.
tell she's surrounded herself with, at least with people that cared about her.
Yeah, absolutely. She was a great girl. So
Yeah, that's what they were.
We haven't seen anything that says otherwise.
yeah.
I'll stay with him
Yeah,
while you.
it
It takes 2 seconds. It's like a Q-tip on your cheek.
Yeah, that's
So,
cool.
You dating anybody right now?
I'm not at the moment. I had a girlfriend for about 3 or 4 months ago, and then her and I broke up, and kind of a mutual split. And now, I mean, her and I are still kind of talking, but no.
Yeah. You're young, yeah. It's probably better.
Yeah. I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm enjoying kind of seeing what's out there and just doing my own thing. I just moved out of my parents' house into my own place.
Okay.
That's why my address isn't updated yet. But
You all by yourself, or you got roommates?
I have a roommate. Yeah.
Okay. How's that going?
Good. He's we're very open with each other. Good communication.
Good.
He doesn't do anything without asking, vice versa. So it's been very good so far.
You seem like a very good guy. I'll tell you, you do. So
Appreciate that.
I see good things for you. So. We can't say we're sorry enough, or I know you guys are close.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I've had a ton of people reaching out to me just to make sure I'm okay, and I'm going out with a friend tonight to just talk.
Just go.
And,
yeah.
Everybody's they know that's close, so I've had a lot of people reach out to me. Yeah.
Good. But like I told Mom, we're not really going to stop until we figure out what happened. We don't intend to. So it's not. Not that we can say a lot, but we're plugging along.
Well, I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
And,
absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully we can figure it out.
So I heard you. I was gonna ask, but so it's Benjamin Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very Jewish.
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, my dad's a cantor, so.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Now that you're supposed to be a cantor too, aren't you? Then?
I don't have to be.
Is that old school?
Yeah.
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 It's a.
I mean, I know a lot of the I can sing any of the prayers, and I can, read and write Hebrew and all that
Really?
good stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But
to me, it's a fascinating culture
Mm-hmm.
because it's a culture. It's more than just a religion. It's
absolutely.
a culture, and it's fascinating, like how. Because I just went to a school for homicide investigators, and they brought in this. It was down in Miami.
Okay.
There's a big Jewish population
Sure,
down there.
absolutely.
And there's a group that goes around, and because of the Orthodox, the very strict rules for burial and everything,
Right.
they will clean up the bodies.
Yep.
They will all the blood has to go in the shroud. It's very fascinating. I didn't know all that.
Yeah.
Like if somebody dies at home, the mattress goes. Whatever parts have fluids on it, the mattress, everything goes with it. And,
Yeah.
it was really neat. It was and they do it all free of charge. It's a very amazing organization.
Yeah.
Just a fascinating culture.
It is.
It makes me sick to my stomach. I won't get on my soapbox, but I will for it. It makes me sick to my stomach to see, especially now, like the last couple of weeks, what the heck is going on out there, and how we're not backing Israel at all. I mean, we're not. Telling them it's a terrorist acts on both sides. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah.
The other day, I was like, "What the hell? How could you say that?" I mean. Jeez, do you have any relatives over there? Do you have any family over there?
I don't have any family over there. I have a lot of friends over there.
Okay. Have you ever been?
I have 5 times, actually.
It's supposed to be beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great country, amazing food, like scenery, so much history.
Yeah,
so it's very cool. Yeah.
One of the guys on our squad is he's got family in Israel and stuff.
Gotcha.
And, it's just that's cool. So 5 times you've been over there. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went 4 times with my family, and then I went once by myself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where do you stay when you go over there with friends and stuff?
Yeah, when I went over there, I stayed with friends. We had when we first went, we had a tour guide that we went with, and it was just our family, so he kind of took us around everywhere, and so he's been, family friend since then. So yeah, I have family that has family there, but I don't have any immediate family over there, anything like that.
Do you have any family in New York at all? Because I know.
I don't think so, not at the moment, no.
Okay.
I mean, I know a lot of people up in New York, but...
Well, I grew up in New Jersey. There was a heavy Jewish population.
Yeah.
Not too far from where I grew up,
Sure.
and we used to, I used to work in the grocery store, and I know right before, I hope I don't butcher it, Shabbos?
Yeah, Sabbath.
They would come and do their shopping and everything else
absolutely.
to get everything ready for, the weekend and stuff, and yeah, it was pretty neat, so.
Yeah. It's a cool thing, man. Like you said, the culture is very, it's very unique.
Yeah.
And it's got some really values and things to it, so I like it a lot. I used to keep kosher and do all that stuff as well.
It's hard. It's so many rules. 600. Was it 620 something or something?
613.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of rules, man.
Yeah, and I mean some of them you can't even do anymore because the temple doesn't exist anymore and the altars and all that stuff, and there's no high priests and whatnot.
Right.
So, I mean, there's some things that are just not possible anymore, but a lot of that stuff, like you said, you keep them kosher, and there's a lot of really great values that come from it, but some of it, you got to interpret it and make
it's very, very legalistic. It's very, but it's to practice it is discipline and it's morals and values. I get a kick out of the was it the golem?
Oh yeah.
The person that can turn the lights on and turn the lights off and everything.
Oh, the boy.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so I messed up. The golem is.
The golem was like this mythical creature
that's right.
that was like to protect
you put the scrolls in or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I pay attention a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I grew up Catholic, but I don't really know what I am anymore.
Yeah, I feel like that happens to most people.
I don't really know what I am anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What are you?
I don't know. What were we talking about? No, with the kosher, we were talking about the Jewish religion, Jewish faith. So with kosher, it has to be blessed, right?
No, there's no blessing involved.
Okay, see, that's where...
that's like the biggest misconception, is that there's a
prepare a certain way?
Yeah, so it has to be like a certain kind of animal. Certain animals aren't, like pigs aren't kosher, for example.
Because they're on their own filth, basically, right?
Mm-hmm. No, for land animals, they have to have split
hooves
and
that's
chew
right,
cud.
that's right. Yep.
Those two things. So like deer, cow, goats, sheep, all that kind of stuff. Those are all kosher. Okay. But then they do have to be killed a certain way.
Yes.
And blood drained and all that a certain way.
Man, this is one of our finest here.
That's
Gary,
right.
how you doing, man?
What's up, Mr. Brian?
Not much.
You know what? I hate when they do this because I'm 48, and so I have to have my exam every year. Prostate.
Get out of here. You're right.
That's what the doctor does, man.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think Gary's trained
At some point, you're going to get there. You're going to understand what I'm talking about.
I know.
So you're not there, B?
Yeah, I hit my first.
I know, Gary. I know you there.
Yep.
Yeah, you hate when he pop them on and you know what's coming.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say, man, can you give me a buckle swab?
Right?
Yeah, I
right.
can handle that,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No, shut up. What do you say?
That's what they do. That's what they do.
He's a mess.
Yeah.
Bend
There
over.
you go. Yeah, and don't tense up.
Yeah, you got time.
And don't tense up. So that's, but
Can you stand up
prostate
for a
cancer runs in my family, so.
Just kind of relax your lips there a little bit.
You don't need to photograph anything.
Nah,
I didn't think so.
Nah.
Let me know if it hurts. It
No
shouldn't.
worries at all.
Just got to make sure I get plenty on there. Okay.
That was simple.
Works for me. Like I said, anything I can do to help.
We do appreciate it. Really sad case.
Yeah, man,
Young
it
lady
really
was
is.
a young girl, whole life ahead of her.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, when I found out, I was like, I just talked to her. That was the
I
crazy
just want
part.
his name real quick and I'm out of here.
Okay. Do you know of anyone else who had spoken to her that day, or?
No, I like I said, I don't like corresponding with her that day.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's Benjamin. Middle
Yep. B-E-N.
Jamin.
Yep.
Middle's A Alpha.
Okay.
Last name is Robuck. Robuck. And Ben, what's your date of birth? I'm sorry.
87.
There you go.
Who does this go under?
Me. And cash is my CS.
What's your number, Todd? I can't remember.
8,000.
That's right. I should know that by heart, man.
You should.
Should know that by heart.
You should.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Gary.
You bet.
I'll walk
Damn it.
down if you want.
Okay. Ben, we do appreciate it, man. We really do.
Absolutely.
We do have a lot to do, so I'm glad you took the time to come here, save us some time, because we have a long night tonight.
I hear you.
Thank you, young man.
Absolutely.
Come on, I'll walk you down.
Okay, appreciate it.
He's out in front
He's out,
on
yeah.
Huey? All right.
Yeah, and then ground floor in West Lawn.
Oh, okay.